"Where are you, Lord? Why are you silent?" The cry burst from the boy's lips as the wind tore across the sky and the city sank into night. He stood on the roof of an old house, clutching a small wooden cross in his hands, not knowing whether anyone would hear him at all. His name was Eli. He was only 12, but his heart was older than he was. Once, life in their home was bright. His mother's laughter filled the rooms. His father returned from work with bread, sat his son beside him, and told stories of miracles, faith, and hope. But one day, everything broke. Illness took his mother. His father collapsed inside. He stopped believing, stopped speaking, stopped living. He merely existed, and Eli's world turned cold. He heard whispers in the city about a man who healed the sick, comforted the broken, and raised those who had already fallen. A man who looked straight into the heart and saw what no one else could. A man named Jesus. One day, Eli decided he had to find him. He walked dusty roads among people, shouts, hopes, doubts, among those who believed and those who mocked. The crowd was huge. Everyone reached for him. Everyone wanted something. Miracles, bread, healing, answers. But the boy wanted only one thing, for the pain in his chest to finally stop living there. And then he saw him, not as a king, not as a warrior, not as a mighty ruler. He saw a man, yet this man seemed to shine, not with the light of his eyes or the richness of his clothes, with something deeper, a warmth everyone felt, even those far away, a silence among noise, hope among despair. Eli didn't shout, he didn't call, he was afraid, too small in such a great crowd. But suddenly Jesus turned and looked right at him, as if he had heard the boy's prayers long before Eli ever opened his mouth. "Come to me," he said gently. The crowd parted. A step, another, and the boy was there beside him. "What do you seek, my son?" Jesus asked. Eli couldn't hold it in. Everything he had carried for years burst out of him. "I want my mother back. I want my father to live again. I want the pain to go away. Why did God take her? Why did he leave us? Where was he when we cried?" Jesus was silent. But his silence didn't frighten, it healed. "Do you think I did not hear you?" He finally spoke softly. "Do you think I was far away? Every cry I heard, every night I saw. When you fell, I stood beside you. When you lost hope, I held your hand, even when you could not feel it." "But why does the pain stay?" the boy whispered. Jesus knelt so his eyes were level with Eli's. "Because a heart that can feel pain can feel love. Because sometimes loss does not teach us to hate life, it teaches us to treasure it. Because you are not alone. You have never been alone." And then something happened that no one expected. Jesus didn't perform a great miracle like in the stories. He didn't command lightning. He didn't stop the sun. He did something greater. He simply hugged the boy. He hugged him the way you hug someone you truly understand, someone you accept, someone you love. And everything heavy, crushing, dark, suddenly became lighter. That same day, Eli returned home. For the first time in a long time, he didn't cry. He walked to his father, sat beside him, and quietly placed his small hand on his father's. "Dad," he said softly, "God didn't leave us. I felt his love, and I want to live. Let's live together." His father's heart trembled, as if someone lit a lamp inside a house long drowned in darkness. He cried, not from weakness, but because life returned. Years passed. Eli grew. He no longer screamed from rooftops, asking where God was. He knew God is near where pain lives. God is near where tears fall. God is near where life feels impossible. And sometimes the greatest miracle is not bringing back what was lost, but giving the strength to live on. Jesus does not always change circumstances. Sometimes he changes the heart, and that changes everything.